Hello, this is Priscilla. Welcome to Conversational English with Priscilla. I look forward to sharing with you our lesson for today, which is stress eating. Hello, David. How are you?
Hi Priscilla, I'm doing well, thank you. You?
I'm doing very well also. Erin, how are you?
Hello, hello. I am fine, thanks.
Good,
You?
good. I'm doing well. Erin, I believe this is your first visit with me. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, well, I'm happy to have you here. Where are you coming in from tonight?
Thanks, it's nice to meet you.
Okay, and what country are you coming from?
I am from Mexico.
Mexico? Okay,
Yeah,
fantastic.
yeah.
Fantastic. All right, I'm going to pull up the information for us. David, I hope that you will enjoy today's session. It will be different, but interesting and entertaining, as usual. All right. Okay, let's see. Aaron, I'm going to ask you to read for us first. If you'll read exactly what you see on the screen.
Sure.
Aaron?
Yep. Let me see. Stress eating.
Yes, that is it.
Okay. Let me read. Stress eating. So like a serious eating condition, and it can be case for many individuals. However, for those who think stress eating is no problem for them, they may be stress snacking of not even be aware they are doing it. The term stress snacking is seamless, better sounding than stress eating, but that is not necessarily the case.
Continue.
Sure. Snacking on chips, cracker, chocolate, bars, and other sugar-laden snack when stress is unhealthy for many reasons. First, there the fact that these snacks are unhealthy and are loaded with carbs, salt, and sugar. These foods harden arteries and lead with weight gain and over time. Sometimes no nose at obesity. Secondly, snacking during the period of stress is a habit forming.
Okay, thank you. Do
Okay.
you understand what you read?
Yeah.
Okay, can you summarize what you read for me?
Yeah. This little letter is about eating fast food or candies when you are stressed about pressure. This can be dangerous for your health. Also, they say about many people think they don't do, but actually they do because it's a normal habit. When you start, it's easily get a habit.
Hmm. Okay, and then they become obese when they make
Yeah.
eating like this a habit. Did you have any difficulty with the vocabulary?
A little one.
Okay,
Uh,
let me ask you to read again and read what you see this time. Read it. Read what you see now.
Stress.
Stress.
Eating sounds like serious.
Read out loud.
Okay. Stress eating sounds like a serious eating condition, and it can be the case for many individuals.
Okay,
However,
stop right there.
yeah.
When you're reading, let's see, your voice probably needs to slow your pace down, and when you get to a period, come to a complete stop and say 1, 2, 3. Okay, try it again. Stress.
Stress eating sounds like a serious eating condition, and it can be the case for many individuals.
Okay, continue.
However, for those who think stress eating is no problem for them, they may be stress sneaking,
Snacking.
snacking. What is snacking?
Okay, do you know what potato chips are?
Yeah,
And cookies
yeah.
and soda
I mean,
and
snack.
those things are not necessarily healthy. Those are
Oh,
snacks. Those are
yeah.
snacks, and it's called snacking when you're eating them. That's
Okay.
called snacking.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep. And not even be aware they are doing it. The term stress snacking is seemingly,
Seemingly.
seemingly, like alike, like the same,
Yeah. hmm
less perilous,
hmm
perilous,
Good.
perilous, sounding that stress eating, but that is not necessarily the case.
Okay. Stop right there. Stress snacking and stress eating. What are they? They both are eating, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
What do you think the difference is?
I think stress eating is when you eat a lot of food when you are stressing.
hmm
And stress snacking is when you only Uh, Snack.
Very good. That's correct. Okay, that's
It's me.
correct. Continue.
Okay. Snacking on chips, crackers, chocolate, bars, and other sugar-laden snack when the stress is unhealthy for many reasons.
Continue.
First, there is the fact that these snacks are unhealthy and are loaded with carbs,
Okay, stop
salt,
right, stop right there. Do you know what carbs are?
yeah, carbohydrates,
Mm-hmm. Okay, continue.
salt, and sugars. These foods harden harden arteries. Harder is like
Like this thing here.
or
This is an artery in the body, and your blood can't go through because your arteries are hardened.
oh yeah,
Okay?
like reduce the way of the drive.
Well, I'm not sure, but you shouldn't eat a lot of carbohydrates because carbohydrates blocks your arteries, and then their blood can't get to your heart, and then you die.
Yeah,
Okay? Continue.
and, and lead to weight gain. Over time, sometimes known as obesity. Secondly, snack during the period of stress is an habit forming.
Okay? With the images, are you better able to understand the words in the story?
Yeah, yes, they help.
Okay. And now you understand this 80%?
Yeah, almost
Fantastic.
all.
Okay, fantastic. And let's see, I think someone else came into the room.
Yep.
No? Daniela, how are you? Daniela, unmute your microphone. Daniela, please unmute your microphone.
Oh,
All right. I
hello.
guess maybe not.
Hello.
Hello, Daniela. How are you?
Fine, and you?
How are you?
Fine, thanks. And
I'm
you?
great. Daniela, I'm good. Would you read for us?
Yes.
You may start.
Okay. Stress eating sounds like a serious eating condition, and it can be the case for many individuals. However, for those who think stress eating is not a problem for them, they may be stress snaking and not even be aware they are doing it. The term stress snaking is simply less perilous sounding than stress eating, but that is not necessarily the case. Continue.
Yes, please.
Snacking on chips, crackers, chocolate bars, and other sugar-laden snacks when stress is unhealthy for many reasons. First, there is the fact that these snacks are unhealthy and are loaded with carbs, salt, and sugar. These foods harden arteries and lead to weight gain over time, sometimes known as obesity. Secondly, snacking during periods of stress is habit forming.
Okay. Thank you. Do you understand what you read?
Yes.
Are there any vocabulary words that you don't know?
Singly is seemingly.
Okay. Can you tell her what that word actually means, Erin? Seemingly? What does seemingly mean?
Similarly, is like alike or like relative closing
Mm-hmm.
to for look.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Good. Hello, Kako. Kako, have you read this story before, Stress Eating?
No, teacher.
Okay, could you quickly read it?
Yes, teacher. Stress eating. Stress eating sounds like a serious eating condition, and it can be the case for many individuals. However, for those who think stress eating is not a problem for them, they may be stress snacking and not even be aware they are doing it. The term stress snacking is seemingly less perilous sounding than stress eating, but that is not necessarily the case. Snacking on chips, crackers, chocolate bars, and other sugar-laden snacks when stressed is unhealthy for many reasons. First, there is the fact that these snacks are unhealthy and are loaded with carbs, salt, and sugar. These foods harden arteries
Hmm.
and lead to weight gain over time, sometimes known as obesity. Secondly, snacking during periods of stress is habit forming.
Hmm. Thank you very much. Did you understand what you read?
Yes, teacher.
80% anyway. Were there any vocabulary words that gave you some difficulty?
No, it's okay.
All right. So we're going to move on. Hmm. Aaron and Daniela, I want you to read this dialogue for me. Um, Aaron, you can be A, and Daniela, you can be B. You may read now.
Yeah, yes.
Try to sound natural, not so much that you're reading, okay?
Okay. We need lose weight.
Daniela? Uh, Daniela? Uh, David, would you read with Aaron? David? David? Kako? Kako?
Hi, teacher.
Would you read with Aaron? Would you read with Aaron?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, you may start.
Will I read the letter A or B, teacher?
You can be A.
Okay, thank you. We need to lose weight.
What do you mean, we?
I mean, you and me. I'm 20 pounds overweight, and so are you. We have to worry about diabetes. You know, that happens to people who gain weight and don't exercise.
We get plenty on exercise walking around the city. Remember, walking up to the Central Park last week?
Yes, but we only do that about once a month. We should stop eating ice cream, candy, cake, cookies, and cupcakes.
You forgot a pie, okay? Shall we start next month?
Today's only the first day of the month. Let's start tomorrow.
Agree?
Why are you putting on your shoes? Where are you going?
To spook on sweet all night before the suffering start tomorrow.
Okay. Now switch. Whoever was A be B, and whoever was B will be A. You may start. Aaron, and
Sure.
will you all start?
Okay. We need to lose weight.
B.
Kako or Daniela, teacher?
No, Kako.
Okay, thank you, teacher. Yes, um, I think we are overweight. We have to to change our habit, our food, our eating habits.
I mean, you and me. We need to improvise or
Yes, you have to. If there's yes, you have to. Yes.
improvise. Okay, better
Hmm.
because we don't have B. Okay. Yes, I agree. We need to lose weight.
Okay. When are you starting? When can you start? Uh, I propose
Next day.
you have to start today.
Sure. Let's start today. Let's go throw away all the candies, fat food for the house. Go to the mall. Buy a healthy food.
uh, um, yes, I think we have to eat healthy foods because we usually uh, get many kinds of junk food.
Okay. Thank you. Um, Now we're going to go to something different. Um, Aaron, do you recognize these words in the box? Do you know those words?
In the box,
Do you know what all of those words mean?
you talk about the image or the word?
The words.
Stress. Yeah.
Okay. And you can look at the images if you need to. And you remember the story. I'm going to do an activity first. I'm going to model an activity for you. And then I want you to do the same. I'm going to create a little story using all of these words and the pictures if I need to.
Okay.
It may be based upon the story or it may be based upon something else.
Okay.
I have been up all day long and I feel very stressed today. I have not eaten very much, but I did eat some chips, cookies, and I drank a soda. All of those things are what they call the carbohydrates and will lead to a perilous situation in my body. My arteries may swell, and who knows, I may even become obese. So I would like for you to look at the pictures if you need to, look at the words, and create a little story. Whenever
Okay.
you're ready, you may start.
Okay. Uh, Last year I was in a terrible situation. I broke up with my girlfriend, and I had a lot of work, and I had a really really stressing period of my life. Uh, in that period, uh, I ate a lot of fast food. I was a lot soda, a lot of hamburger, and I will increase my carbohydrates, and my arteries will go in uh, problem. For that reason, I gained a lot of weight, and I becoming a really obesity. I went to a nutriology to take about some special diet, do some exercise, and now I am a really healthy people.
Okay, thank you very much. Daniela, are you back? Please unmute your microphone, Daniela, if you're back.
I'm back.
Okay. Did you see what Aaron did?
Yes, Bob, I have a question. What is yes, Perillus? I don't
Perilous.
know how.
Perilous.
Yes, yes.
Okay, perilous means dangerous. You see the animals here? These little lions, maybe? They're not little. They are doing something that looks dangerous. They look like they're going to go down and attack something. That's perilous, dangerous. Something that is dangerous is perilous. Okay? Do you have another question? Do you have another question? Maybe she's not here anymore. Oh, she's not. Okay, Kako. I'm going to take you to your activity, which is different. I want you to choose one of these story starters, 1 through 8.
The first one, teacher.
Okay, could you read it for me?
The pilot was solving a mystery on the mountain top.
Okay.
He was so involved in
Wait. And of course you need to use these words.
Okay, teacher. Yes. He was so involved about solving the problem, and he was so concentrated, so focused, that he had no time, any time to care about his eating, and then he practiced bad habits, bad eating habits. During that time he consumed excessively pastes and pork, foods rich in carbohydrates and cholesterol. Then his arteries were put in hazard. He became obese. He was stressed and fat. He was living in a perilous situation. Then he became conscious, and he changed his habit, acquiring healthy eating habits.
Okay, good job. Very nicely done. David, are you back, David? David, unmute your microphone. David. All right. I don't know if David is back or not. So let's see, what else do we have here? I think that takes us to the end. That takes us to the end. So we're going to go back out and we're just going to talk. We're going to talk. So Kako, in our previous class, Jenny had suggested that a different type of activity might be appropriate. This is what I had, when I see the students that are in my class. Erin is new, and I just forgot who else was here. She was new. So I try to have something for everybody. Kako and David, you're not new. You've seen these lessons before, so I will give you a little more challenging activities to do. Something that is non-threatening, but certainly a little more challenging. So, what else would you like to talk about today? that is the end of my lesson for today. Aaron, not Aaron, but yeah, Aaron, what did you think of today's lesson?
Oh, it's nice. About the legend, I think it's nice about thinking about this problem. I think we can some video or something like that, a comment about a video about for an expert for diabetes, something like that could be
Mm-hmm.
and helps us this kind of class.
Mm-hmm.
But it's
Well,
okay.
in this type of class, this is a conversational class, Aaron. We primarily talk. That is our goal. We find material to talk about, and then we generally get up to 10 minutes of the hour. Today we didn't, primarily because Aaron, you were the only new person, and I forget who's here, but I don't know. She came and she went, so I had already deleted what I thought I was going to use or what I didn't need, anticipating that the two of you would have long-standing. David, are you back?
Yeah, Priscilla, is my connection. I had problems of
Okay.
internet.
Should I try and give you an activity or no?
I think no.
Okay. All right. Then I won't give you the activity. I do have another activity coming up in the hour, but for the next 30 minutes, Kako, what would you like to talk about? What would you like to see as an activity? Don't know that I'll do it, but I'll certainly entertain it. What
I
is it?
would
Yes, Kako.
I would like to speak about the theme that you proposed. It seems to be a great subject.
Mm-hmm. And what was the subject?
The bad habits of eating.
Oh, the bad habits of eating. Okay. Well, the
But
bad. Mhm.
but would you like that we speak in dialogues or in monologues?
Well, I actually prefer a combination. When I
Okay.
when I give you the dialogues per se, they are never authentic, and people, no matter how natural sounding I make it, you can never anticipate what the person is going to say 100% of the time. So
Okay.
therefore, I don't like to give you prepared dialogue. The reason I give you the prepared dialogue first is for you to develop the rhythm of what the topic is about. Also, for the language learner that doesn't do it often, they probably do need to have every single word written down. And in that case, I would like for them not to have the voice of a reader, but the voice of excitement and of someone who isn't reading and anticipating what the next person is going to say.
Okay, teacher.
Mm-hmm.
I could initiate the dialogue and then to ask the opinion
Okay.
from Dave, and then Dave can ask the Uran's opinion, for example.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah. Okay. Um, I think today the life is very busy. We have to work, we have to study, we have to take care of our families, we have to perform
Mm-hmm.
a series of roles in the life, and additionally we have to be efficient in all of them because
Mm-hmm.
the life is speedy. Life is very fast,
Mm-hmm.
and life is short. We have to divide ourselves
Mm-hmm.
between among uh, many solicitations. But in function of that, sometimes we are exposed to the risk of don't care and don't take care, don't take enough caring of ourselves, mainly about our health and our eating. Our eating is very important
Mm-hmm.
to we have a good life, because we have to have um, a balanced consumption of foods in
Mm-hmm.
in in the correct hours. We have not to postergate the our meals, and then I think that many kinds of health problems like diabetes, obesity are provoked by excessive consumption of food
Mm-hmm.
and non-balanced non-balanced foods. By the way, people are consuming excessively um, excessively carbohydrates, excessively fatty foods, um, excessively highly cholesterol foods, and then people, many people has uh, um, high pressure problems in function of excess of salt, um, overweight by excessive consumption of
Mm-hmm.
sugar and carbohydrates,
Mm-hmm.
and a little practice of exercise. I would like to hear the opinion from our classmate David. What do you think, Dave, about this subject?
Okay. Can you hear me okay? Yeah?
Well,
Yes, I can hear
it's a
you.
little low, but I can hear you.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Yeah, Kako, I see your point, and I agree with, I think, most of what you say. Right now, the life is very fast, and actually, sometimes we don't have time for having just for eat a quick meal like fast food, a hamburger or a pizza, and come back again to the work. Uh, we are not concerning about the importance of have a healthy meal because all the time we are in hurry. We are worried about time of the job, about personal life, and there is no time for having good habits or for good for health food. And also there is that the people is like what is the term sedentarism. I am not sure. Is when people are most of the time in their desk in front of the computer and pass 8 or 10 hours in front of the computer, and they are not accustomed to make exercise activity, and his body is suffering after some time the consequences for having bad habits of food and don't do exercise. Um, I think it's a problem from the 20th, 21st century it's a problem from the society that all the person have, uh, and I would like to the people worry more about do some exercise. Could be in the morning, 15 minutes of running, and take care more the about eat in a healthy way. This is what I think.
Mm,
I would
that's-
like to hear what thinks Iran.
that was good, David.
Thank you.
Aaron, unmute your microphone.
Well, about this topic, I think it's very, very common. A lot of people don't take awareness of this kind of of bad habits. It's really for the commercial TV or something uh, like habit for other people that you know is common try to lose or aware of this. Uh, and also it's not really common all people make exercise uh, because the people will get tired about the war or about his kids or do some work in the house. Sometimes the time and they prefer to other things. But it's a really it really becoming increasing a really big problem because I think uh, the healthy sector of the government spend a lot of money of people like diabetes or something like that. This kind of person are costs as cost for the government and for the society uh, because food per capita, and I think it's a good idea for that. Try to to make more commercial or more thing about the importance of be to do exercise or some or be a more activity a healthy life.
Hmm. Well, I'll add what I want to say, and I'll give a different twist to obesity, motivation, and things of this nature. I think that when individuals have something like a purpose, something that they strongly believe in, something that they want to accomplish, something that they can make a difference, they'll have reason enough to take care of their body. They will recognize that this is stress eating, and they'll recognize why they are stress eating. We probably all are guilty of stress eating, stress snacking at some time or another. I am not a huge person. I'm just an average sized person, but it is not because I'm doing something extraordinary to stay that way. I just don't like to cook. And I know that too many snacks is not good for me, so I don't go out to the store and get it. But when I do buy snacks, I'll sit and eat them until they're all gone. But my purpose, I liken my purpose to anything that I do in my life. I try to do everything with the spirit of excellence. I want to have a healthy body. And if having a healthy body means don't buy it, then I don't typically buy it. If I'm eating a snack, most likely someone else bought it for me. And since someone is not always buying snacks for me, there's a very little likelihood that I'm going to become obese. Second to that is when you have something that you believe in, something that you want to do, you don't have time to have something like obesity to get in the way. If obesity is a health issue, not a health issue caused by overeating, but there are some people that are obese that is solely a health issue. That's something I'm not addressing that. Now, I like to compare things so that I have a reference point. So I'm going to take conversational English. I so much wanted to be a teacher to help people to help my son, to help me, help people become all that they could possibly be. I'm so proud of my son and the way that my son speaks. My son speaks very good English. He's a very good conversationalist, and he enjoys meeting and interacting with people. Those things that you enjoy doing, you need to set aside the time to do it. Earlier today, I had a class and I was talking about what is required for students to become excellent conversationalists. And one student said that he would be willing to try my strategies. I'm not offering this to anyone else. You can have what I gave this student, but it's not that I'm going to do anything to it. And that was about 12 o'clock today. And I said, you have 24 hours. You have 24 hours to accomplish today's task. And you'll need to send me a message so I can send you what you need to do and complete today. I don't know if he forgot. Maybe he couldn't find me. I don't really know. But you have to have a strong desire to do something to accomplish it. So in this last 10 minutes, I'd like to share with you all what I shared with him. And this relates to anything that you do in life. This is my opinion. Anything that you do in life, you have to have some way of knowing that you are attaining that goal. If you're wanting to maintain your weight, what are you doing consistently on a regular basis? So we talked about SMART goals. Have you all ever heard of SMART goals? Have you all ever heard of SMART goals? Anyone?
No, Priscilla. Dime.
Okay. SMART is specific, measurable, A, achievable, R is realistic, and T is time bound. You have to have a time limit on it. When will you achieve it? So his goal was to do something for 7 days, and I assured him that he would be able to increase his vocabulary easily and effectively just by following the things that I was going to set out for him. And the 24 hours has not passed, but in about 2 more hours I'll be going to bed, so I won't be getting back up until, past the time that he would have started, and he should have finished the first day of the goals. So there's not any point in starting the second day, because I'm not going to do the work the second day when the first day's work wasn't done. So for you guys, if you're interested in becoming good at conversational speakers of English, you have to have something very specific that you're doing, because being a great conversationalist is not going to happen every day. You take little steps. Many of you have heard me count the number of times that you say ah, ah, ah. You start with something as simple as eradicating the ahs from your conversation. Your conversation still may not be clear, but you are aware that you are eradicating. Eradicating means to get rid of. You're eradicating the ahs from your conversation. Then, what happened? Oh, you all can't see my screen. Here is my screen. So here were those goals. SMART goals: specific, M, measurable, A, achievable, R, realistic, and T, time sensitive. If you wanted to increase your vocabulary by, in this case, 100 words, then in 10 days you will have 70 words. We talked about the 80-20 rule, the Pareto principle. Have you heard of the Pareto principle? Has anyone heard of the Pareto principle?
No, and I just see your photograph, your image, no the screen.
Oh, you don't see my
Your screen, I see just your picture, profile picture,
Oh. What do you see now?
your profile picture.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I'll just dispense with that. But I'll maybe I'll make a class one day. And well, I made a YouTube. I'll give you the link to the YouTube. How about that? Let me go out and find that. You all can look at this if you wish. YouTube. Priscilla. Where's my channel? And goals. Smart goals. Control. Let's see. And actually, that's hello Heidi. This is Priscilla, and I'm excited to see you get started. Okay. On that Credo Pixel. Okay. Why don't you all take the time to look at that? Click on that link. It's just 5 minutes long. You might find it interesting. And if nothing more, you can learn 7 words. Okay. But that was a great topic. Thank you, Kako, for taking it beyond where I was going to take it. That was very informative, the way that you all had a discussion about that, the dialogue about that.
Thank you, teacher. It was a great subject that you proposed. I think that maybe in other classes we can use SMART goals. For example, maybe you can time us to challenge us to speak during a specific time. For example, some minutes. It would be great. Measure our new words. Yeah.
That sounds like a good idea. We could do that.
It would be great.
Okay. Well, I'll give some thought to it. All right, guys, I'm going to say I've got another class. I'm going to go ahead and leave and prepare for it. Thank you for coming and participating. You are such a wonderful group. Thank you. Erin, it was nice meeting you.
Me too. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, goodbye.
Thank you, teacher. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.